Hello, my beautiful kingdom. Welcome back to another video. Today, I'm going to go over with you one of my favorite video games of all time, Coffee Talk. So for those guys who don't know, Coffee Talk is this sort of urban fantasy lo-fi coffee shop simulator, where essentially the main gameplay gist of it is that you serve coffee to people, based off of what they order. That's the gameplay part, but the main attraction, at least for me, is the story of it, right? And how basically like there's because it's not just like randomly generated people. These are like specific people, like an orc or like a vampire or this fairy. I think maybe I don't know if those are confirmed or not, but essentially that's the main gist of it. But the story is like basically like a bunch of different people's stories, and like you get to experience them. And there are some well written stories in here that I love that I think are cute and very comforting. Speaking of comfort, you guys probably heard earlier that I said this was like my favorite video game of all time. I didn't misspeak. That was true. I did mention this is my favorite video game of all time because, mostly because of like what it did for me back in sophomore year, right? Because sophomore year was like, well, I had like a big existential crisis, right? During sophomore year, because sophomore and freshman year went by fast, and my entire thought process was, well, if they went by fast back then, it's probably going to go by fast. The junior year and sophomore year, junior year and senior year are probably going to go by fast too, man. That's scary to me, and it still scares me to this day, the fact that it's going by fast, because back then I wasn't sure if I was ready to like become an adult yet, right? On top of that, my grades were like getting lower, like I was going to make it out with like a bunch of A's and above, right? But still, like, scared me the fact that they were getting lower than I had expected. Classes seemed to be getting harder during the end of year two. And on top of all that, this girl that I liked didn't like me back, and for some reason that hit me way harder than any other like crush who didn't like me back did. And so there's just all this stuff going on in my mind, and Coffee Talk sort of managed to calm me down during my time of need, right? And I really love it for that. And that's why it's one of my favorite video games of all time. But yeah, besides that, the only other thing I gotta say is the audio might be wonky. This entire thing, because I'm recording this after like the entire playthrough and all that, and I'm only recording the intro because it's the only thing I can re-record, right? Because the audio, the music in the game is way louder than the fucking music, than like my voice, right? That being said, this is a visual novel esque thing where like it's all spoken through words, so you'll have the subtitles there to help you guide my voice, to help guide my voice throughout the entire thing. So hopefully you guys enjoy it. And yeah, see you guys there. Set my timer for an hour so that way the audio doesn't corrupt like at all. And let's go. Seattle, 2020. A city filled with dreams and madness. A time when the great war between races is but a footnote in history. A time when anyone can dream of being whatever they want to be, and have those dreams crushed before they can even be discussed. But still, it is a place and time where anything can happen. Is when the elves have left the forest to build their startups. When the dwarves have emerged from their caves to start their automotive empires. When the orcs have put down their axes to start using computers to improve their lives. And when humans live among them as driven as ever. This is a city that holds many dreams and stories of its people. Most of these stories are left untold, but some few find solace in the embrace of bricks and wood and glass. They are told over drinks, then take up residence in some stranger's memories. In one corner of the city stands a coffee shop, a place that is only open when the sun is sleeping. A place where people share their stories. And these are their stories. Tuesday, September 22nd, 2020. Well, oh, it's you. Hey, Yor. How's the night so far? It's calm, as usual. We've got a slight problem, though. Huh? What happened? Our supplier made some logistical errors. I don't have half my ingredients today. Man, that's a bummer. Don't worry. I can still serve the caffeine you desperately need. That's good to hear. Anyway, let me set things up first. You're our first customer, after all. Don't worry, take your time. I'm a writer, not an editor. So I'm used to taking things slow. Writer's block again? You got that right. Where are you writing now? Do you remember I planned to... Pardon the interruption. The machine is ready. Do you want your triple shot espresso now? Yes, please. And if you forget how to make it, just check your phone, okay? Don't tell me how to do my job. Don't do that. Anyway, I really need that triple shot espresso. So, basically, the entire point of this game's story is it's sort of like, not choose your own adventure, but like, you get different endings, different outcomes, depending on what kind of coffee you serve them. Like this girl, she wants triple shot espresso. If we don't give that to her, something's going to happen or something like that. And essentially the way we make the coffee is we have a shit ton of ingredients. Usually there's like more here. But we get a shit ton of ingredients, we put them together, we press brew. And boom, we got our espresso. Triple shot, it's triple shot, trust me, but boom, we got espresso. However, if we put something like milk or something like that, that'd just be like a latte or something like that within this. You know, it's just like different combinations create different types of coffees. And it's your job when they ask for it to find out what kind, and you only have 5 attempts. So good luck. 1 cup of triple shot espresso. Special for my only customer tonight. That aroma. Exactly what I need. Anyway, where were we? Your plan to do something? Yes, that. It's not that I hate writing news stories for the newspaper, you know? But it seems like the right time for something bigger. So, a novel? Yes. It sounded so simple when I was making the plan. At least you still have your job. In case things go awry. Did I say something wrong? No, you were right. You said something I should have thought about myself. I should have thought about myself, or what are you talking about? You know who owns the Evening Whispers? GRA Media, right? Yes. They're also the biggest book publisher in the country. So, when the opportunity presented itself, I took it. What do you mean by opportunity? Well, I bumped into one of the big guys in the elevator. So, naturally, I pitched my book idea. Come on, don't look at me like that. Are you for real? Yeah, no, it was such a stupid thing to do. So, how did they react? Thankfully, he'd seen my short stories, so he challenged me. If I get a draft ready in a month, he'll pull some strings and get the fiction publishing division to sign me up for a publishing deal. So that sounds great. What about your job at the Evening Whispers? Do you have time to do both? That's the hard part. I've been secretly working on a novel during office hours. I'm falling behind on the newspaper's deadlines. If the chief finds out, she'll probably kick me out. Ouch. Well, at least you've got a month to finish the initial draft. That was last week. Again, don't look at me like that. How far along are you? I assume the number of words you have written is not too far from 0? Hey, that's rude. I've written some stuff, you know. May I see it? Well, it was so bad that, well, after reading it, I decided to just delete everything immediately. Son of a bitch. You're not supposed to do that. So, 0. Yes. I really need to finish it in at most 2 weeks. Then I use the extra week to polish and do some editing. Sounds like a plan. If you could pull it off. You know, I know. You don't need to be cynical about it. That's why I'm here today. I was hoping to find some inspiration. I wrote some of my best short stories here, you know? Really? Thought this place could be a service. Oh, looks like someone's coming. Welcome. Hi there. Hello. Good evening. For here, miss? Yes, please. I'm not really sure what to order, though. What do you recommend? Depends highly on your mood. I'm just here to meet my boyfriend. Not planning to be awake all night, so definitely no coffee. How about something chocolatey? It's perfect for this weather. That's a good idea, actually. Thank you. You're welcome. Anything with chocolate in it, please. Alright, so I guess more story time, right? Immediately whenever I started playing this game, I started rooting for the green-haired girl, Freya. I think that's her name. Wait, I just like a chat log right here. Yeah, Freya. I immediately started to root for her because I like to write too. I love writing a lot. I write my own short stories and all that, so I immediately put myself in her position. I'd be freaking out too a bit if I only had 2 weeks. I have deleted entire stories before when there was shit I could have salvaged from it, right? And yeah, it was dope, right? It was a dope experience just being able to experience her character and seeing her arc throughout the entirety of the game. You know? And yeah, and this character, I love this character. You guys will get to meet her later. But yeah, something with chocolate in it. Usually what I like to do is just click all chocolate, right? Brew it up. And get her dark chocolate. Then we can serve it. 1 cup of chocolatey goodness. Thank you. So warm. So, you waiting for your boyfriend? Yes, he should be here soon. Look at you now. Went from empty to 3 customers in 1 night. I thought this place would be more crowded, considering it's the only coffee shop that's still open after midnight around here. Because it's the only coffee shop still open that's still open past midnight, it's mostly empty. Now that you mention it, is it good for business having the coffee shop only open at night? Definitely not. Yep, but she said. Then why? I just love doing it. And there's always someone longing for a warm drink at this hour. That's fascinating. Pardon me for asking, but how can you survive running a coffee shop like this? That's a secret. You're here is damn rich. That's the secret. Oh, really? She's exaggerating. Don't worry about it. Yor can manage. I'm sure this place isn't going bankrupt anytime soon. So, you'll have a weird, quiet place to meet up at night. That's good to hear. By the way, are you a regular here? I don't really have anywhere else to go. I'm a writer who works best at night and in a coffee shop. Not so many options for that. No wonder. She's a pretty good writer, you know. You can find some of her stories in The Evening Whispers. Which by the way is a real thing, like here. Okay, well, right now you can't, but essentially what you could do is, like, I guess starting tomorrow on September 23rd, right? Essentially what you could do is you could read some of her short stories that she's written, right? And just essentially just do that. Just read the stories she's written. They're actually real. You could look them up and read them and all that. I'm not going to do it for this playthrough because this playthrough is going to be long as is. I don't want it to, like, bog you down by reading and shit like that. But you could do that. And I guess while we're at the phone, You could choose the music that plays here too. Like say, like you could choose one, or I think it's this one. Yeah, this one. This song is my favorite. Like out of the entire thing, I love this song. You could choose a song on a playlist. Well, also Tomodachi, that's just all your friends that you have, that you can just meet and all that. Like the more what's called close you get to them, the more you start to learn. Like she's a storyteller, right? You learned all this shit about her, but you can learn more the closer you get to her, right? And that's like another goal you can strive towards. And then brew pad, obviously that's the ingredients for all the shit you can make, where like it just gives you coffee, milk for like coffee latte, cappuccino, it's coffee, milk, dark chocolate, and all that shit, right? And you can just learn more. The more recipes you learn, the more automatically they'll get logged. It separates into into different categories and stuff. It's dope. It's honestly really dope. But yeah, back to the thing. Find summer stories in the evening whispers. Shut up! Wow, that's really interesting. What kind of stories do you cover? I cover the stories of the people around town. Personal, interesting, weird stories. I also contribute to their short stories. I love their fiction. You wrote those stories? Thank you. I wrote most of them, but not all. That's so cool. Then, are you here to write a new piece? I should be, but I don't even know what to write about. Welcome. Hi. Sorry to keep you waiting. It's okay. I've had a nice chat with these fine folk here. Hi there. Hello. Hi, would you like to order something? Surprise me. What kind of order is that? Well, I don't really know what to order. Do you have any preferences, sir? Just something better to keep me awake with milk. Oh, and draw some latte art on the top. So, yes, first... And then I guess we do milk, right? So that it's as bare as fucking possible. And then we have milk on top too. So let's brew that shit up. And then latte art. Essentially, if you put milk into any drink, you'll be able to draw some sort of latte art. Yeah, right there, right? Right, essentially, I've never really worked this out, right? But essentially, I just pour the milk right there, right? And essentially what I could do is something like this. And then I get the etch right, and then I can sort of fuck it up like that, right? Yeah, and then I can just serve it to him. Right? It's really better as latte art and milk. Here's your order. This won't help me stay awake, but at least it's got milk. You said something bitter, alright? Anyway, you was distracted by somewhere. Plus, there's the rain. It's okay, Baileys. I've had a nice chat with them. Oh yeah, I haven't properly introduced myself. I'm Bailey's. Oh my, where are my manners? I haven't introduced myself either. My name is Lua. I'm Freya. Nice to meet both of you. I'm Yor. Hey, did you know that Freya here is a writer for the Evening Whispers? Oh really? I have done some work for them for a few times. Oh, really? Oh, what kind of work? I'm a freelance designer and illustrator. I've got some caricatures and infographics for the paper. I assume you were in contact with Steve? Yep, he's a nice guy to work with. Oh, really? No, he isn't. But I've dealt with worse clients. Way worse. Yeah, I'm glad he's in design and visuals department. I won't be able to stand working with him directly. Come on. He's tough to deal with, but definitely not the worst. Of course. Oh, of course. No matter how deep you go, there's always another layer of hell. How do you usually deal with bad customers here? The only bad customers this late at night are lost drunks or criminals. That sounds really bad. Nah, they're easy to handle. That's because you're good with your fists. Not as good as your coffee making skill, though. Thank you. I'll take that as a compliment. You're welcome. Anyway, I really need to start writing. Whatever it is I'm going to write. So, I'll leave you two in the hands of our friendly neighborhood barista. Where are you going to write? Oh, not far. I'm going to write over at that table on the counter, somewhere where you can't even go. So yeah, next to the windows. That's my spot. Oh, okay, have fun. I'll try. Good luck. Thanks. Should we move to other seats too? Nah, here is good. Okay then. So, how was your day? It was fine. Work was nothing special. Personally, I finished my proposal so early I could get out of the office class. My boss is in a really good mood all day. Thought your boss was always a happy-go-lucky person. Well, he is, but today he was happier than usual. I'm not sure what happened, but it was great seeing him smile so much. What about you? Any problems with your latest client? Yeah, this one's a pain in the ass. You know those memes that depict terrible clients? Well, she fits all the bills. I go on forever complaining about her, but that won't help me one bit. We should make a meme about her and lose my current project for a minute of laughter. That might be worth it. You should ask your hero how to deal with annoying clients. Oh yeah? How do you usually deal with annoying customers? The ones that don't need your fist to take care of. That you don't need your fist to take care of. I do have my methods, but it wouldn't be wise to talk about customers to other customers. Now, that's one good lesson to learn for the day. Your parents. Yeah. So, you've talked to them? I did. But it didn't end well? No. What'd they say? A lot. They won't give us a chance at all? Anyone but an elf. That's what they said. What about you? More or less the same. I got into a fight with my old man. That's why I'm staying at Farron's place now. They kicked you out? You don't have to do this, you know? They're your family. I can't stand even one more second being a part of them. I might not have a stable income, but I can manage. But still, you don't know what they said about you last night. I'm sorry. What did they say about me? Or about my race, I assume. Forget it. I want to know. Just the same old shit. Mumbling about how elves are holy creatures. About our immortality. About how even if I outlive you... What? Nothing. About how if you outlive me, none of the elves want to be with an elf that's already been tainted by a lowly succubus. That's exactly what they said. So, this is it then. The end of our relationship. It doesn't have to be. You know our families will never agree. So we could just continue like this. What do you mean? We don't need to know that we're still dating. We could just continue the way we've always been, without them knowing. And then what? You want to be hiding our relationship for the rest of eternity? We're not like humans, you know. We can't just elope. You won't get permission because you're too old. Lua, I don't care about their permission. I'll be glad to sever my family ties if I have to. I can't let you do that. You'll lose your immortality. If I get to spend my life with you, I don't mind. I don't mind a bit. You're making this hard for the both of us. Do you feel happy when you're with me? Of course I do. You don't need any more reasons. You know we're perfect for each other. You don't even need to look deep down. Trust me, we can do this together. I can't think about this clearly right now. We'll talk later. Lua, wait. I'm sorry you had to listen to our problems. That's alright. This coffee shop has seen all kinds of stories. I hope yours will have a happy ending. I hope so too. Do you have any alcohol? No, sadly not. That's a bummer. Well, do you have anything that's warm and can calm me down? Do you like green tea lattes? Green tea lattes, I'll take one. Is this just the same shit that I served him earlier? Holy shit. No, wait, it's tea milk, so. See, that's why we have the phone. Check to see if I did it right or not. And then we'll just pretend like I did that. Yeah. Let's serve this shit up to him and see what I get. Here's your green tea latte. This is good. Thank you for this. By the way, are you married? Me? Nah. Do you have someone you love? I love this coffee shop, just like how I love you, Kingdom. But I'm sure that's not the answer you're looking for. I didn't really have any expectations. Man, out of all the people in the whole world, why did I fall for her? You can't choose who you fall in love with. You can, if you try hard enough. At least, that's what my old man said. He really is one pretentious elf. But I guess all of them are entitled, pretentious, and mortal douchebags. At least you got an eternity to learn and change, or an eternity to be an eternal asshole. Anyway, I need to go now, and probably drink myself until the sun rises. There's still a while until sunrise. More time for me to drink then. See you around. See you around too, Miss Freya. Thank you. Do visit again. Aww. You were listening from the corner? Yes. Poor souls. I hope they find a way to be together. Me too. Anyway, I need to leave. I have to get up earlier than usual tomorrow. Okay. I think I'm going to close up shop after this. That's pretty early. I know. After the rest of the deliveries come in tomorrow, I'll open as usual. Okay, you have a good night then. You too. So that's the end of day 1, September 22nd. So I guess tomorrow that means we can read a story. I'm not going to read it for you guys, but you guys can look it up. There's an entire wiki page about it. You'll be fine. So yeah, zombie virus in African virus, Seattle. Yeah, these little newsy things at the beginning, they're like not important, but they're not important, but there's like a story going on within the news shit. So keep that. Fire plans to enforce stricter regulations to manage illegal immigration, Seattle groceries distribution, harm local restaurants. I guess that's me. I guess that includes me too, right? Good evening. Good gracious. What's wrong with you? You can't just enter why can't you just enter like a normal customer? I'm sorry, but I'm so excited to share this with you. What are you talking about? I know what to write for my novel. Is this one of your impulsive temporary ideas again? Hey, don't be rude. I'm being serious here. Okay, just tell me what are you going to write about? This coffee shop. What? I'm going to write stories about this coffee shop and the people who come here. Are you for real? Yes. What if I say you can't do that? I'm not asking permission. That's a breach of the customer's personal lives, you know? Hey, relax, I know that. I just need some inspiration from this place. The story is itself will be loosely based on what I hear and see from here. How loosely based? Knife Walker novel versus movie level loosely based. The old one? Of course I'm talking about the old one. That's already very different, you know. You can't get more different than that. I mean, it's not like I could tell you not to write about a coffee shop, right? No, you can't. Although you can just ban me from coming. Okay, you're banned. What? Just kidding. I wouldn't do that to my loyal customer. Very funny. Thanks for not banning me, though. Anyway, I'm really excited to see who's going to come tonight. I wonder what kind of stories they'll have. Hey, it's Jeropa, or Jorge, Georgie. I'm not sure what to pronounce it, so because of some way I'm going to pronounce it, I'm going to offend someone, so I'm just going to call him Georgie. Good evening, y'all. Or, good evening, y'all. Good evening, Officer Georgie. Hey, Bob. Seems like you're in high spirits this evening, Miss Freya. And please, no need to be that formal with me. We're both on duty here. It's the formalities. You're as stiff as ever. Anyway, I have a shift tonight, so I'll eat the usual. You have all the ingredients today? Not everything, but more than yesterday. Except for the tea. I'm out of the tea. You still remember my favorite, right? Of coffee with a hint of sweetness. You got that, right? Make sure not to use milk. Yeah. Thanks to your Tomodachi profile, everyone knows that you're lactose intolerant, Georgie. Tomodachi right there. With 2 new characters, Lua and Bailey's. Every character we meet, they have a Tomodachi profile. So yeah. Anyway, cup of sweet, healthy coffee, please. Nothing like honey. And then more honey. If you put milk in there, he won't drink it. By the way, I tried it before. He will not drink it at all. So let's brew this shit up. Let's give it to them. Coffee with honey for the man on duty. Not everyone can manage this combination as well as you. Thank you. By the way, I haven't ordered anything myself. Provided me the service you like to give the old pot, like you gave old Pop here. What are you having? You still need to ask, huh? You never know. Espresso, of course. The one and only espresso. So we just do that, brew it up. And boom, an espresso for you. Serve it up. Let's go. Okay, starless night sky for a green-haired fairy. The green. Oh yeah, she's a fairy, I guess, right? I'm not sure whether that's a compliment or not. Or maybe she's not. I forgot what race she is. She could be a fairy for all we know. This is perfect. Oh, there's smoke in her nose. That's terrible smoke. How's everything going at the paper, Mr. Freya? As usual. Awful. She's making a risky deal with her boss. Yeah, pretty much. What kind of deal? A possible life-altering deal. A very dangerous one at that. Okay. The deal she regretted. Not that much. Folks, seriously. Care to share the details properly? You tell them. She's secretly using her work hours to do something else. Something like writing her own novel. You got balls, I can tell you that. She does. Gee, thank you. How's the leap of faith going so far? It's not slowing down, that's for sure. And I haven't seen any safe haystacks to fall into. Good luck with that. Don't worry, she's not losing her job. At least, not yet. I feel pretty hard she messes this thing up, though. Thank you for the reminder. So yeah, as Yor said, my editor-in-chief doesn't know about it yet. novel is going to be published by our parent company anyway. So technically, I'm still working for the company. So she'll be pissed if she finds out, though. Wait, it's still in time a crime? Technically, I might have to arrest you. Hey, you do it all the time too. These are just coffee breaks. And sometimes they might take longer than they're meant to. But still, coffee breaks. You're making me feel worse by saying that. You should feel bad. You should feel bad. Stop adding salt to the wound, okay? It's just a fact. I'm sure this will make you feel better or not. But if your rancor goes up in flames, the police force is always looking for people with balls as big as yours. Just don't mention the fact that you do other things during work hours. I want to say thanks, but I feel I should be offended. I'm sure you do just fine, Miss Freya. Do you have any idea what you're going to write? I have, actually. Oh, good. What will it be about? A coffee shop and the stories people tell inside. You're letting her do that? There's no stopping her. What's wrong? Please don't write about any shady-looking police officers and let them take breaks more than they usually should outside a coffee shop near that post. I will definitely write about that police officer. And he'll make a good comedic character. Was that a compliment or are you making fun of me, eh? You call that You call that a compliment. Is it? I don't think so. Hey, what do you have against me tonight? You're probably worried about losing customers due to the breach of privacy. Well, it's not like I'm using real names. I'll dramatize most things I've heard of course. That's even worse. Here's the thing. The stories I've heard, they'll only be inspiration for what I write. By the way, as someone stationed here, I assume you've heard a lot of stories from people around here, right? No. Oh, come on! Nope. No. You helped me with one of my stories I wrote for the paper. The one about the secretly rich beggar hanging around the block. I'm sure you could give me other interesting tips. I helped you more than once, actually. Wait, really? Now it's my turn to say, come on. What stories are you talking about? You asked for more information about the busker. The one who's always playing his guitar, always got a rose with him. Oh yeah, that guy. Yes, poor guy. Hearing about your girlfriend passing during an investigation is... I don't know. It's hard. You took it quite well, to be honest. It was hard, but at least you gave him closure. You never complained that you used the story for the paper. I got his blessing before giving it to the editors. Well, at least become more popular since the article was published. More income for someone in his line of work. Yeah, the rose has become some kind of prop for him now. Anyway, back to the topic. Any hot tips? Okay. Have you heard of this one girl? Ooh, tell me. Lately, this girl's been coming to a coffee shop in the area more than before. She's pretty weird. I don't know where her deal is, but she has bright green hair. Oh, come on! I was so excited to hear about something real. You think you're not real? What that? Wow, that got deep really fast. Faster than my career going downhill. Well, hey, what's with the sudden mood? Just cheer up, girl. Sorry, I've been having mood swings because of the pressure. You'll do just fine. Anyway, you're great with your short stories. By the way, why this coffee shop? Because I spent a lot of time here, I guess. And then there's this couple that visited the shop yesterday. What about them? They're going through a pretty hard time together. You know, different races, different cultures. Families don't approve. Then I heard their story. I kind of felt their pain. But what's happened to them happens to a lot of people. It's been told in fictional stories countless times before. but it's always an interesting topic to discuss. Are they regulars yet? Nope. This girl visited this place before, if I'm not mistaken. She was with her co-workers or clients, helping her friends sober up, I guess. You give people coffee to sober up? Of course not. Some folks request coffee, but I usually recommend against it. I usually end up giving them tea, hot chocolate, or just plain water. Nice of you. I hope they don't get pissed about the wrong order. Yeah, that happens sometimes. Good for you. Anyway, look at the time. It's time for me. It's time for my shift. Oh yeah, go on and do your job, old man. Don't forget to share anything interesting you hear with me. Let's not make this a habit. Can't promise you that. Okay then, see you later, everyone. Take care, Officer Georgie. Later. I think I need to get back to my writing. No offense, but I need to concentrate like crazy. So I'll move to my usual corner. Good luck with the writing. And don't forget to keep yourself hydrated. Here, take this glass of water. Ooh, you're just the best, You're welcome. Okay, off to the world of imagination I go. Go on. I forgot who shows up after this because it's been a while since I've last played this, but yeah. That should do for the experiment. What kind of experiment are they talking about? I don't know. Let's see if we can find out by the end of this show. Or whatever. Ah, someone is coming. Oh, that's right! Mr. Gala. Hi, Can we sit here? Sure thing, sir. Is this the place you recommended? Do you like it? It's fine. I know it's not like the coffee shops you used to in LA, but Gala, it's fine. Sorry to interrupt, but you want to order anything? Yes. What do you want to drink? You first. Okay. Anything with coffee and ginger, please. Yeah, let's go with that. Why not? But yeah, no, I love Gala and his friend. I'll say his name later, but like I love Gala and his friend. No, they're dope. Anyway, ginger coffee for him. Your order is ready, sir. Thank you. What about you, sir? What would you like to order? Is it good? I like it. Not sure if it'll be to your liking or not. Okay, I'll have whatever he's having. So 2 coffees and a ginger. Brew that shit up. Not the fucking drink I just gave him. Okay, so apparently order matters in this game. I didn't know that. But we figured that out together. Let's go. Here's your order. Good choice. Anyway, how's the town treating you so far? Same old. I was surprised seeing so many changes after just a few years, though. Yeah, things changed a lot in just 20 years. Even this coffee shop, I believe there was a bar back then. When did you open this coffee shop? Opened around 6 years ago, mister. Hyde is my name. Hyde. Hyde is dope, and he's not who you'd expect. From what I gathered, you're from LA, right? I am. I used to live here decades ago, though. What brings you back to Seattle? Here for work. I'll probably be here for a few weeks. He travels a lot. I see. You two have known each other for a long time, I assume? You could say that. Yeah, I think that's long after you got married, right? So that was around the 60s, I believe. Wow, that was a long time ago. Not for our kind. Wait, if I'm not mistaken, the peace treaty between the werewolves and the vampires was signed in 1865. So when you guys say you met in the 60s, you're talking about the 1860s? No, we meant the 1960s. We're old by some racist standards, but not that old. Although, it'll still be fair to say we haven't seen each other in a long time. I guess 20 years is a long time. This was the place, wasn't it, where we first met? Yeah, when it was a bar. They moved? Bankrupt. Ah, such a pity. Uh-huh. You're happy the bar closed down? With that smile, if you don't mind? What's with the smile, if you don't mind? Nothing. I was just wondering, when will history repeat itself? I certainly hope not. You've been coming to your place since the first week you opened. You've got something special here. It won't close down anytime soon. Thank you, Mr. Gala. Speaking of, it's been quite a while since your last visit. Busy at work? Kinda. With news about the newfound virus going viral, the hospital has been extremely crowded. Is the virus that dangerous? No one is sure about that. But most people who came in are just, I don't want to use this word, but they're just paranoid. You're still doing the same job at the hospital? Well, what was it called? Admission officer. And yes, I'm still at the hospital admission officer there. They should have given you a promotion for your loyalty and long service. They offered me a managerial position, but I declined. I prefer doing this. To each their own. Anyway, I was wondering, do they still sell legal blood at your hospital? What's that voice? They do. Although people don't visit the hospital directly anymore, they can still just order blood through the Marketplace app. Are you talking about Blood Last? Uh-huh. Blood Last get their supply from the hospital? They can't certify blood on their own. Only hospitals and the Ministry of Health. Holy shit. They're just middlemen with a lot of sales pro. Damn, there's something. Yeah, on hospitals. Yeah, shit, okay. You use it often? Not really. I'm trying a new vegan lifestyle, remember? But I do know the founder of that startup. Oh yeah, how's your vegan diet going? Not that easy, but nothing I can't conquer. Excuse me for asking, but by going vegan, you mean you don't drink blood anymore? Not real blood. Morbius blood. Morbius blood. It's too complicated to explain, but basically some scientists like Dr. Michael Morbius are working to make some kind of blood that can satisfy my kind without relying on real blood. Considering real blood has some cultural and health concerns, does it taste the same? More or less, yeah. Isn't it expensive? It is. I can afford it though. But again, they're still working on it, trying to make it more affordable for everyone. Would Morbius blood taste good if mixed with other ingredients? Why? You want to start selling blood-based drinks? It might attract new customers. I hope like that plot point comes around in the second game. Like when we eventually get to play that game, I hope that plot point comes around in the second game, man. It might attract new customers and turn off others. Fair point. Honestly, I don't know if mixing it would taste good, but most vampires prefer drinking raw blood. Although, they do try experimenting with other things. Other things? Mostly booze. But I know some mix it with not so legal substances. Heh. You know a lot. I work in a hospital, remember? Hey, talking about the new vegan lifestyle reminded me to ask you something. About what? You're mostly furry. Fury, fucking blank. Have you found a less painful method to restrain yourself? Not yet. But I do know that that's a drink. What kind of drink? A certain amount of ginger and caffeine. Is that why you ordered coffee with ginger? Yes, I'm exploring possibilities, but this drink wasn't the one. I guess there's too much caffeine in coffee for it to be the remedy. Why don't you use Fury sedative available on the market? I don't trust them. Besides, the sedative is too general. Each of us have our own remedy that we need to find, and sometimes the effectiveness can change as we grow older. How effective do you let this drink be? Enough to calm me down, and that's all I need, to be honest. At least your calming method is only a drink. I hear some werewolves need to do kinky shit to soothe themselves during their fury. What kind of kinky? Like BOSM, or wait, BDSM. That only happens in porn. Wait, what? It's famous among our kind. You don't have to feel ashamed if you like watching that kind of thing, you know. Hey, a friend told me about it. Well, he was pulling your leg. Damn. I mean, having sex as a common method is pretty common, but normally we stick to vanilla stuff. Come to think of it, it would be pretty brutal doing bondage stuff during the fury. Exactly. So, continuing with your story, for how long have you been finding the ingredients for your remedy? So far, all I know is that it involves ginger, and probably something lightly caffeinated, like tea, maybe. Fun fact, the drink he's talking about is the only drink I've ever brought it to remember, because essentially what happens is if you fuck up so many times and give him this drink, he eventually just turns into a werewolf and damn near tears up the place like a few days later, right? And like I remember just looking up and giving it to him in the middle of the thing, and like I remember like the fucking thing. You better write that down. You don't want to recabinet. We can have in a coffee shop. We don't have any tea today. And the next time you're visiting, maybe I could try brewing the remedy for you. You know what I mean? That would mean a lot. Excuse me for a moment. But yeah, I remember though, like his remedy, like that's something you could like actually make for him. And like I remember it by heart. That's the one thing I do remember like from my past playthroughs. Excuse me for a moment. I'm sorry, I have to go now. There's an emergency at the hospital. I think I'll go back too as well. We could share a cab. Alright. Thank you for the drink. I'll probably visit this coffee shop again before I go back. So I'll see you around. Thank you for coming. Take care on your way home. Hey. Are you done with your writing for the night? Kinda. Those two guys. Kinda reminds me of this video I saw online. I would prefer if you don't start fantasizing. It's a video of a wolf pup playing with a baby tiger. It's nice to see friendships growing under these circumstances. Oh, that video. What? What video do you think I was flying out? You know. Ah, never mind. I was joking. You please don't do jokes. You're really bad at it. Anyway, it's pretty interesting and productive night. But now I need to get some sleep. Yes, please don't forget to get some rest. I'll see you again tomorrow, I assume? Oh, don't you worry. I'll be here tomorrow. Night night. Be careful on your way back.